Let's go straight now to Julian Drucker, who is in Sharmesh. That's on the Poland-Ukraine border. Julian.
Hi, Sian. The war in Ukraine has really transformed this city, and this really is the first safe place reached by many refugees. Where we are is the epicentre, this makeshift refugee centre. It's the car park of a long-closed Tesco superstore. 300 or so volunteers working 24 hours a day, helping so many people plan so many journeys.
As the exodus from Ukraine intensifies, this shopping centre car park has quickly become a travel hub for refugees in their thousands. Volunteers set it up in just a few days. Now they've been almost overwhelmed as they sort the gifts and donations from countries including the UK.
We came here 2 days ago, and here was such only a little of stuff. Yeah, we could go where we want, and now it's full. The whole tents are full. We don't know where to go with all these gifts from all of Europe, and it's fantastic.
More than 1 million have now made it out of Ukraine. But where to next? Inside this disused shopping centre, a brief moment to pause and to play, as the logistics for the next part of this desperate journey are worked out. Families are heading to dozens of destinations as they connect with friends or relatives elsewhere willing to put them up. On board one coach we met Alina, heading to central Poland. She lived near Kherson, which is now in the hands of Russian troops. We just had to leave our house, she says, when we heard the air raid siren. Every day, the situation is getting worse and worse. Sharmesh is a small city and can barely handle such an influx of people. But in the last few days, this place has witnessed the feeding of the 5,000 several times over. Amrit and his team rushed from Austria to help.
We had experience, I can cook for 10,000 people in a day. This is no problem for me. Yes, we had experience. In India, we have big kitchens in temples, 6 temples like this, giving free food, so we have experience. It's no problem for us.
Vladislav has volunteered to drive this family the hundreds of miles to Krakow, them and their important possessions. He told me his own personal history meant he had to offer help.
I'm from Auschwitz, for Holocaust place. My old family is second war in camp.
And it feels like history.
Yeah, very big
again.
history. So second war, my old family was in concentration camp. Now, I'm seeing me is very not good. My head kaput.
In the coming days and weeks, this place will remain a gateway for thousands as they hope for the best after escaping the very worst.
Julian, such emotion and such humanity from those volunteers who are turning up with donations, and I'm sure they're really well received, but how are they managing it all on the ground there?
Yes, Sian, you could see there how difficult it is to go through all this really useful stuff that's pouring in. People are sifting through it here at the moment as they plan the next stage of their journeys, but there is so much stuff. There has been guidance issued in the last few hours from the Polish embassy in London. Now, they've said that the Polish government is urging that there should be no further collection of material gifts. They've said the unloading and the storage and the distribution is really becoming difficult. It is accruing sort of labour and costs. They've said that people should donate money instead to verified and reputable causes. That tallies with what I've heard in the last few hours across the UK, with people telling me that they've gone to drop stuff off, and at certain places they've simply said that they can't take any more clothing and they should donate money instead. No surprise, of course, that the British public and across Europe people have been so generous, but here and at the other refugee centres they're getting somewhat deluged now at the moment.
OK, Julian, in Sharm el-Sheikh, we'll be back with you a little bit later. Thanks very much.